Hello everybody, welcome back to Oak City on Farming Simulator 25. I'm here in our rock garden. The soybeans germinated very well, and it looks like we won't see any decrease in productivity. I really appreciate all the comments on the previous video, and we are learning together how this game works. I've never seen so many rocks before in FS25, and I believe that's a characteristic of this map. We can see on this map how many rocks there are everywhere. All these yellow dots are rocks, and this is our field with the rocks in orange, which means the rocks are too big for the roller. But look at the yellow dots representing the rocks. The map is full of them. However, despite being aesthetically ugly, the rocks don't cause any damage. They can damage the machinery, but since the planter was leased, we won't have that problem. But of course, we'll collect the rocks after harvest. We'll do it properly. So thanks again for the comments. And we have more news. The pigs have reproduced, and we have these lovely newborn piglets. So today we're going to build another pigsty to expand our business. And I think we can build a bigger one on this space. But we also need to get rid of the weeds in the cornfields. The soybean field is weed-free because it's all been plowed, but the cornfields need some work. So I will lease a hoe and we will work on that. Okay, I will list this one. So let's pay $1,800. And now let's get to work. Okay, the first field is done, and now the helper can work on this one. I want to pay attention to our pigs. We have a few pallets of apples to sell. So let's sell them here at our kiosk. And the price is falling. I think I'll change the output mode to sell, so I don't have to sell each pallet myself. Let's do that. Okay, and let's do the same with this one. We'll have a good background income without having to worry about sales. We just need to make sure we don't run out of manure. And now, let's build a new pigsty. Now I'll move the older hogs to the new pigsty. In a few months, they'll reproduce again, and we'll expand our herd. And the newborn pigs will take several months to reach reproductive age, so they can stay in the small pen for a while. And I like it, this style of this pigsty. It looks old, and I think it fits well this map. Okay, so let's load the 5 older pigs. These. Okay, move to trailer. And now let's bring them to the other pigsty. And I hope we can feed that bulk food that we have on the floor of the shed. Okay, let's find the trigger. No. No. Okay. Move to husbandry. Okay. Let's take a look. And here they are. Let's shut the door. That's big. I think there's room for 80 or 90 hogs. Let's shut this door as well. And here is the slurry tank. And I think we can use the same manure pit. No. No manure. Okay, we need to build another one. But not today. These pigs don't have straw, and I will not lease or buy a blower today. But as soon as we give them straw, we need to build another manure pit. Maybe here or here. We will find a place. Okay, let's see if we can bring that bulk food to the pigs. We are done, so we can return the hoe. Okay. And now let's feed the pigs. And this is the bulk feed I want to try feeding the pigs. I couldn't get it to work in the small pan, so let's see if the new pan will accept bulk feed. Oh, and we have soybeans to sell. I think the best month is June or July. We cannot forget that. Okay, let's see if it will accept. Yes, it's accepting. Great. But I'll buy more food, I think. One pallet for each pigsty. So let's pay $2,000 for 2 pallets. And now let's give them to the hogs. Well, everything is done, everything is okay, so I think we can move on to next month. It's July, and the price is good for selling soybeans, so let's do that. We have almost 12,000 liters of soybeans. And we got $42,000 from the soybeans. That brings us to $134,000 in our account. And what's that? Looks like a plane? Let's take a look. Yes, it looks like a crashed plane. That's interesting. Hello? Is anyone in there? This plane must have been down here for many, many years. Well, this map hides some surprising things. You don't see a plane like this every day. I'm pretty sure it doesn't fly anymore. So, let's head back home. Okay, we've done everything we had to do today. Our pigs are well fed and healthy, and our fields are looking great so far. So, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching and see you next video. Bye!